Welcome to a Sunday night streamo. We have got the Cataclysm on deck. Yes, we got some D&D in store for tonight. Let me introduce my players. Well, first, I always forget to introduce myself. Hi, I'm Saidina Saras. I'm your DM now and forever. One of these days, I'll be able to play as a player, but it's not today, and it probably won't be tomorrow. That's okay. I'll have one of them roll me up a game one of these days, and I'll play in their world, so it's gonna be fun. In the left hand corner, we got the notorious Nightmare playing Namriel. Nightmare, say hello.
Hello.
In the right hand corner, we had the wickedest of all wicked Aryas playing Yabrana Shatterstone.
Evening.
Awesome. Let's get into it. If I've done all of my things correctly, we got my Twitch stream manager up and running. And of course, I always mess up the first round, and it never shows, and now it's showing. Okay, good deal. All right, so last time on D&D, after you guys and Yabrana cleared the forest, and Numriel talked to his potential adoptive golden dragon father, maybe. I don't think we've seen the last of Nemeth. You guys came into an area where at first Nicodemus was like, you guys got to stop whatever the fuck is going on. You guys come to a summoning circle and are trying to ask what's going on. The guy actually, he was like, it's just, they're just putting somebody to rest. Well, that was not true. You were lied to. As Namriel tried to sneak up on him and tried to cast Fireball, and it was absolutely demolished before the thought could even get out of his brain. He backflips off a cliff, and you guys, take down a couple of, excuse you, I'm doing stuff here. Backflips off a cliff and disappears through a dimension door. I'm gonna do not disturb. Will you respond and tell her yes, all the kids are welcome? I think it's a limit of 13. Awesome. Where was I? I was doing something. Backflipped off a cliff. You guys fought a lot of people and some mechanical constructs. The last one said, fuck this shit, I'm out, and sliced its neck. As soon as they did, a smoke form of a dragon rose with rainbows instead of eyeballs. And instead of slaying the dragon, you guys wicked cast a Geas on it, and it passed. Unfortunately, there was not enough power in the summon to sustain the summon as he was fading away. You guys dragged the dead bodies of the people that you killed, and then Yabrana and Namriel slit their wrists or cut themselves.
I think we pulled out some of their organs too. Just saying.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And then your 3 conscripts or convertees stepped up, did the same, and then Ricky did, and then Yabrana gestured to Nicodemus. Nicodemus bit his finger and let a single drop fall into the circle, which threw everybody back 10 feet, causing Yabrana to fall off a cliff. Thanks to Namriel's fast thinking and an even faster dimension door, she was saved from a possible fall. And you guys come to and realize that there is a very small, tiny, palm-sized aspect of dread. Namriel picked it up, gave it a once-over, and realized, oh shit, it's cursed. You guys cannot break the curse because it'll also break the Geas. It's probably not a good idea. Probably bad news bears. The aspect of dread is afflicted with the curse of misfortune. Whoever holds it, regardless of whether or not you guys have aspects of the gods in your possession or nearby them, it nullifies that effect. All wild magic rules are in effect, regardless of whether or not magic is active or not. Keep in mind, wild magic rolls can hurt. They will not insta-kill. If it gets to an insta-kill situation, my DM rules go above and beyond that of the wild magic. Wild magic is meant for flavor. It's meant to give you guys challenges, sometimes funny, sometimes severe, but they are not meant to slay. Is that understood?
Cool.
Yeah, your characters. Surrounding people, fair game. Just for your characters. Just try not to cast it around people that have less than 5 HP, please. Just checking. This is where the lay of the land sits. This is where we stand. The board is yours as soon as I roll for magic. That's a 52. Magic is active.
Sweet.
That's
Okay.
what, 3 back to back?
That is 3 back to back. The board.
So who
is
among
yours.
us has decent HP and no magic? Anybody?
That one.
Zara
I
raises
say as I
her.
point to Zar.
Zara raises her
All right,
hand. Is like, I'm not. I mean, I got like base. I'm not real talented at it. I'm more of a merc. Got a couple of
Okay.
skills related to that, but none of it other than a few cantrips. I mean, I'm not really talented.
You
All
aren't
right,
a
now,
magic-based entity.
Fuck you.
I
I-
am.
I am magic. I've survived this long, haven't I?
Yeah, magic and making people's coins disappear, maybe.
Magic isn't balls. You have balls. That's different. Namriel,
Yeah.
take the bird and give her the dragon.
Take the
What?
damn dragon.
And you take the bird.
Fine, I'll take the fucking bird. I don't want it.
Yeah, you do. You lying fuck. You know you want that fucking bird.
I think I'd much rather keep the dragon, thank you very much.
You cannot have the dragon fucking with your magic. Give her the fucking dragon.
There, Zar, take it.
Zara walks up, holds out her hands as the wormling is placed in the center of her palm. She looks down at it. She goes, all right, what am I holding?
A dragon. A little baby.
Yeah, sure. That's all we'll call it.
It's a little baby. Isn't it cute?
You know, it's only an aspect or a fragment of, dread.
She absolutely does not believe you guys. As she's standing there with the look on her face like, okay, fuckers, give. What am I holding?
A fragment of dread.
It's just a little baby cursed dragon.
Yeah, it's only cursed with very, very bad levels of misfortune.
Only affects magic.
Yeah.
So it's not going to affect. It only affects magic.
Isn't that what you said, DM?
It's the curse of misfortune. If that's the way you guys took it and you did not take the time to go back and actually listen to my description.
Okay. could you repeat your description then, please?
Nope. Let's go with a lie.
Okay, no, I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna like, look. Okay, this dragon is an innocent little baby dragon. These fuckers, they were assholes, and it doesn't matter that it was part of the dread dragon. It's fine, okay? It just needs love and care and attention. Okay, and also it has to follow us for a year, and if it does anything out of whack, it'll get 5d6 psychic damage. And it won't like that very much. And it might bite you.
Or try and tear off your arm.
And I'm holding this because I don't have magical.
A lot of magic, yeah.
Now, from what I'm sensing in the ether, it might be more than just magical misfortune. So don't
Just
pick up
take care of
anything
it.
halting or sharp or hot or too cold. And
Or
make
just
sure
don't
you're
do
wearing
anything.
gloves. Sound good? Yeah. Make sure to feed it.
Zara looks at both of you and goes, okay.
Nice.
Okay.
I lean over to Namriel and I go, I knew she'd take the fucking dragon.
I'm not
Yeah,
calling
well, we didn't give her much of a choice.
I'm not calling
You
it the
could've threw it back at
fucking
one of us.
dragon. I'm not calling it the fucking dragon. Okay? If you guys won't name it, I will.
Fair enough.
Clementine. Done.
Oh, okay.
My
Oh,
little
God.
Clemmy. And she goes to pet it. She goes to pet it on top of its head. And it lets her.
Nice.
There is a path to your right that will take you further in. There is more items to explore here. I believe there are ruins and the weird skull thing, brain looking rook thing.
Yeah, can you check that thingy out?
I don't like that you're rolling d20s.
That was for Zar.
Perception. Oh, okay. Do
No,
I notice anything mildly intriguing?
From where you are, yeah. You notice that you are also in the center of a ruin. You again notice that the plant life is remarkably dry and desiccated. It looks like this was once maybe an outer building of some kind. There is where the gentleman was sitting. It looks like there is some type of, I don't know if it looks like a throne that's been, torn apart to pieces. It does look remarkably similar to the other thrones that you guys have seen. There have been two to the far left, and then there's one that Namriel overlooked on a pillar.
I wonder if anything happens if we all sit in a throne.
Ricky looks at you
How
like
did you
you're
drive
fucking
first?
nuts.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't be curious anymore.
Oh no, you can be absolutely curious as much as you want to be. But if you're looking for,
this was America.
but if you're looking for volunteers, I graciously bow out. I'm
Wasn't looking for volunteers. I was just fucking curious, jackass.
Golden Dickus. Listen to me. We just averted fucking chaos. I don't know how we managed to do it. I'm still a little confused on that aspect, but I'm glad that my blood was able to help. By the way, heal that as he holds his arm out to you. Speaking of, if you are looking for said volunteers, because there are one of you and 4 seats, I graciously heal that.
Fine, making me waste spell slots. There,
Do you have any left?
jackass. Burn. Hold on. Sorry. Yeah, I'm using what left over spell slots I had of lower level. I am completely fucking out now. I don't have any more sorcery points after this.
Wonderful. Does that mean that we can actually take a rest now? Or do you guys want to go to another fucking disaster? Or can we pitch a tent and get some fucking sleep?
If you insist.
If you want to, you fucking asshole.
Fantastic.
Should we not camp in the summoning circle?
Yeah, how about let's not? And let's just, I don't know. Also, possibly get off of a fucking cliff edge.
You guys pick a
Much
spot.
don't feel like tripping on a rock and falling to my death.
All right, Wicked, you rolled 2 investigations. What would you like to investigate, ma'am?
Well, the one thing I wanted to investigate was already explained, and then I came over to investigate this interesting looking circle to see if it's a good place to camp. But I sucked at that, so I decided to do a perception and see if anything feels weird.
I got a 20 on investigation.
So what you see is what appears to be a set up fire pit.
That's what I thought it was.
As of right now, you don't perceive anything other than the fact that this whole area is like not doing well health wise. Other than that, you don't perceive anything else. The lingering effects of the summoning is still present, which gives an overall aura of, surprisingly, dread to the area, which is kind of overshadowing anything else that you might perceive.
Okay.
Namriel, your investigation in Arcana, please.
The investigation was just for this general area, if there was, anything interesting or whatever. And you said just the area itself is bad, so I was wondering if it was magical influence.
Oh, definitely. Absolutely, positively. It is very much kin to the spell in the area where you guys awakened the trees that Yabrana healed. But keep in mind, you cannot cast Dispel Magic while you have Clementine present in your party.
Oh, so if I cast Dispel Magic, even if the dragon isn't the target, it fucks with the dragon.
Yes, yeah. Which may or may not be a bad thing, because we don't know how he'll react. I just did it in the moment so that we didn't have to fight him, because he'd be an easy kill. He's just a little baby, and we don't want to do that.
Well, now he'd be an easy kill.
But y'all talk it out. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Did you say that out loud where Zara could hear?
Yeah.
Stop.
She clutches Clementine closer to her chest, which causes the little mini dread to squeak. Not in distress, but it's just a small cheeping sound. She looks over at you and goes, "Try it."
I'm just over here snapping my fingers with little sparks coming off of it. Just don't tempt me. We've been down this road before.
Yes, and I remember somebody said something about a throat punch. Let's see.
And I remember how my dagger almost took you out from hitting you in the shoulder.
Ah, yes, but also this little cutie, little patootie I've got curled up in my arms, smacked you like the bitch you are. I do remember somebody having to quaff a couple of health potions just to get back on their feet. Is a poor
You
little
get slapped by that motherfucker. See what happens to you. Your face will most likely be ripped off.
Is a poor little wizard low on health points?
Not anymore.
Is this an acceptable camping area? Because our prisoner is coming around again. That's coming from Barrett.
Mom's in here.
Lucy pipes up. Hi, Moms! Lucy pipes up and goes, it might be a good time to interrogate this dick, too, while we have a second.
Sorry, what are we talking about now?
Lucy brought up the fact that it might be a good time to interrogate Carlisle.
Just walk up and pick him up with one arm. Say, hey, are you awake yet, jackass?
Carlisle opens his eyes and says, if I say anything, you're going to sock me again?
No. I'm not going to. I don't know about anyone else in the party, but I'm not.
Good. Where's my father?
I genuinely don't have a clue. I ended up blacking out for like the last, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes we were there.
I'm going to make you roll for that. Roll deception with advantage.
18.
Well, at least he got away. Anybody spare a bathroom for a man? We have delicate company present.
Me and Barrett will escort you, but if you try anything, you will be drugged back over here.
So what's he doing? Sorry, I was in the bathroom.
To catch you up, Yar and Namriel got into it about him saying that the little dragonette will look easy to kill. Barrett said Carlisle was coming around. Lucy suggested that you guys interrogate him. Namriel came up, grabbed him by the throat, and started talking to him. He requested to go pee.
Okay, well, just know y'all ain't untying his hands. So one of y'all gonna have to help him out.
DM inspiration to Wicked Aria for the fluff him out comment.
Barrett, you can have this one.
No. Nope. Nope. Dueling 20s. Namriel.
Y'all are definitely.
I said I was escorting him.
No. I have carried this fucker on my back this entire time. I am not default penis handler. We are Rochambeauing for this.
Yes, the Rochambeau.
On 3. 1, 2, 3. I am not
You got gloves.
handling the wiener. That is on you. And
Don't forget, I know where you sleep, jackass.
Yeah, we're all
I'm
sleeping
just saying,
together,
you can't
dummy.
trust that slippery motherfucker. And I am a delicate lady, so I'm not doing it.
And
You look like a grown ass man, though.
I will fucking hit you with my hammer.
Okay, and I'll start swinging back.
Okay, so we're just I cannot roleplay that part, so we're just going to say that you guys successfully roll him to the bathroom and bring him back. As you guys are doing that, Lucy, Ricky, and Alyssa are all sitting up the campfire. Your 3 convertees are over here doing their own thing. I believe they're working on possibly something to eat. Czar is with Nicodemus and Clementine. As you guys, Namriel, Barrett, and Carlisle all come back from escorting to the restroom. Everybody else is together. What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna check and make sure Alyssa's all right. You doing okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's a little scary, but it's not quite so scary. But it's doing better.
All right. Stay near Lucy, kids.
I can do that, and Ricky too, right?
Kinda, but he's a bit of a jackass.
Ricky.
Yeah, that tracks.
Ricky looks at the both of you and says, "Alyssa, close your eyes." She does so. He flips the both of you off, and then goes, "I'm putting extra pepper in your dinner tonight."
I'm going to, as he's holding that finger up, I'm going to throw my dagger right past it.
And I'm gonna hold up a little hand heart.
Like, pinpoint precision, just straight past it.
Okay.
I would say that does not count as a form of aggression because they're friends and they know each other's personalities.
Yeah.
No. That wasn't for Ricky. That was for Alyssa.
Oh, okay.
So Alyssa does not realize that it is a friendly pass and goes to duck. Brana tripping you into Lucy, as you all go sprawling in the floor, which is dirty, by the way.
That's fine. I was dirty to begin with.
That wasn't fair, Nami.
How so?
You scared me.
What? You've been around long enough, you should know how me and him mess around. Ain't the first time I've threw my knife at him. Probably won't be the last either.
But I was beside him. Don't do that again, please.
I won't do it when you're next to him.
Thank you. As charming as this is, we have business to conduct. That comes from Barrett.
Yep.
Ubrana, you help Alyssa up.
I'm just brushing off my clothes, going fucking asshole under my breath.
I heard that.
All right, I'm gonna help Alyssa up and Lucy.
All right, you help the both of them up. Alyssa thanks you, and then they go back to their own business. You got Barrett, Namriel, and Carlisle there to the side. Do you join in the interrogation, or are you going to stay over there and talk to everybody else?
No, I'll join, but I will say my piece beforehand. I'll be like, nobody get handsy, okay? We're having a conversation, not a beat.
I already told him I wasn't gonna lay a hand on him just for
know,
talking.
but just
Now, if he
saying,
tries anything, that's a different story.
what's he gonna try? He gonna perform for us? Is he gonna do the worm?
Carlisle goes,
Hey, I see him.
I don't even know what that is.
Don't worry about it.
I do miss
Give me
John. That
2
comes from Barrett.
seconds. Give me 2 seconds. I'm throwing a hoodie on, y'all.
All right, and I have already warned everybody not to mention that I killed this man's father. Okay.
Oh yeah, he already asked about that. And Namriel passed a roll.
I told him that I don't know, and I ended up blacking out from exhaustion.
Good job.
Yep. That part I did remember.
Not that I think that there's any love lost between the two, but I do think that it's just an instinctual guttural reaction to want to harm somebody that harmed a member of your family, even if you hated them. Get a little closer.
So are you happy yet? You completely thwarted all of my plans so far.
Well, it's not a matter of being happy. It's I don't know what the fuck is going on. And if somebody would explain it to me, then maybe I could see both sides of the argument, I guess you could say. But right now, we're just running blind. So I have to follow my principles as opposed to yours because I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Or why? Why is honestly the more important question to this because I kind of get the gist of what you're doing, but I don't know all the intricate details. I'd like to be filled in on that as well. But I'd really like to know the why.
Why not cast another I can't lie thing? That was awful fucking handy last time.
That was a fluke. Okay? And I would say that I lucked out. And I apologize. I didn't know it was going to freeze you in place where you couldn't move. And I get that that's pretty fucking scary. Okay? But it was not my intention to terrify you. I just wanted answers. And unfortunately, 11 minutes is not a long enough amount of time to get to the true core of an issue.
I mean, at this point, we're just hoping you'll man up and tell the truth.
What do you want to know?
Well, I think my very first question was obvious. Why? Why go this far to stop the rebirth of a god when you are very intimately connected with the process?
And I'll give you the same answer I gave you before, because we're freed. What use is a god to a world that have no more gods? Why put us back under that fucking yoke?
Okay, so here's the thing. You considered a yoke. Why? What was oppressing you?
All right. If gods controlled fate, right? The thing, the predestined, everything is predestined, preordained, it's fate. We were fated to meet. You were fated to defeat me. You were fated to fuck up my plans, right?
If you say so.
Okay. All right. That's fate. What if I said fuck fate? What if I didn't want a predestined anything? What if I just wanted to be fateless, formless, shapeless, be completely freed?
But you are. I think that you're. God, how do I explain this? Because this is a deeply philosophical issue that you have, and I don't. I don't believe in it. I don't think it's fated. I don't think it was fate for me to defeat you. I don't think it was fate for us to run in together. Um, what is that saying? It's an old proverb. It's like the the road a man walks down to escape his fate is the one that takes him to it. Basically, like you're doing all of this extra shit to avoid something, and you've only brought it closer to yourself. Does that make sense?
So I'm making my
Maybe.
own. So I'm making my own self-fulfilling prophecy. You're saying?
Well, yeah, if you want to look at it that way, you're so caught up in this issue that you can't see the sidelines. You're walking a straight line.
Okay. All right. So hear me out. Okay.
Okay.
Magic ends. Everybody resets. There's nobody that has super beyond mortal powers that can affect our entire world and lives. It's just us living little mundane little lives. What's wrong with that?
I didn't say there's anything wrong with it, but I don't think it's up to you to determine the trajectory of other people. You're
What?
not the only person that exists. You're not the protagonist of this tale.
And you are? To
I
stop
didn't
me?
say I was. No, you're making me your villain.
Let's get this straight. You thwarted me from attaining the book. You harassed me at my secondary home location. You completely destroyed our plans to get the other god artifact. You released my father's aspect of dread from under his control. You forced us to flee our position. Then you come to our home, disrupt our rituals, steal my personal property, and then kidnap me and forcing my father to flee.
Okay, so
How are you not my villain? Both of you.
it's context. Okay, so you're telling me, you are fucking telling me right now that you think you're the fucking good guy when you were gonna murder hundreds of people in your home to resurrect what?
That wasn't a resurrection. That was a destruction.
I think stopping, whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. Okay? You were willing to murder hundreds of people for your supposed lofty goals. Okay? Fuck you.
See? We'll never see eye to eye on this. Ever.
I guess not, because that's fucking rude as shit, dude. I wasn't trying to kill you. I wasn't trying to kill anybody. Y'all tried to kill me multiple times. This all started because I was fucking kidnapped. I was minding my own goddamn business. Okay? If y'all hadn't fucked with me, I wouldn't have fucked with y'all. You brought this shit upon yourself. I'm done talking to this motherfucker.
I seem to have hit a nerve. What are y'all going to do with me? Anyway, keep dragging me behind you.
Yep. Oh,
At
sorry. I
least
was done talking to him.
we'll keep you with us for the time being. You're still of use to us for now, at least.
Yeah, tell him, ask him where my fucking book is.
Yeah. What did y'all do with that book? I don't give a fuck about it. I'm just curious now. 'Cause y'all had it and then it was gone.
I have no idea what my father did with it. Go ask him.
Ooh, message is still active, right? I was like,
If we can find him.
that means that Carlisle was never interested in the book. Only his dad was. So the book was not important to what Carlisle was trying to accomplish, which means his dad was hiding stuff from him. And secretly, like not secretly because they were all working with Ellie, but that means his dad had a separate thing with Ellie.
Yeah. Which I'm glad I'm not bound to that blood oath. 'Cause Jesus Christ, that would have been fucking nasty.
Yeah, I'm still bound by mine though. Fuck.
Technically, yours is already.
I didn't violate my blood oath. If I had, I would have died.
I know.
Tell you
I
what.
just,
Tell you what.
yeah.
And he's saying this loud enough for everybody to hear. Release me.
Sorry.
Release
No.
you, a vessel for the god we're trying to resurrect.
No. I have a counter proposal for my release. You want the book? I can find out what happened to it. But I can't do that attached to your hip. You're gonna have to let me go one way or another.
Too vague. I'm still using message. That's way too vague. Because he could be lying. He could know exactly where the fucking book is. And then the minute he tells us technically his portion of the deal is already done. All he has to do is tell us what happened with the book. I know the book's with Ellie, but I don't know where Ellie is. That's really what we need to know. And also why they want the fucking book. Which he can't help us because he says he doesn't know anything about the book. But he could be lying. You know what? I wonder what could we use as leverage? I really don't want to let him go though. What do you think, Nightmare?
I don't know, because if he were to just straight up fucking off himself, the vessel is destroyed.
Okay.
We'd have to go find the new vessel.
All right. Hold on. Let me. All right. I'm gonna. I'm like. I'm gonna go up to Czar quietly and be like, "Give me the dragon."
Okay, Zara hands you Clementine.
I
Awesome.
do have an idea. I can force him into a blood oath.
I wouldn't want to force him. I'm not about force. I don't want to force anybody.
I'm
to do
only saying that because then we can have it so that he has to come back to us with the
Okay.
information and still let us use him as the vessel to resurrect the god.
Okay. So I'm gonna walk back over calmly and I'd be like, I'm holding and petting Clementine nonchalantly. Like I'm not. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna ask you some more questions. Sorry, got a little heated. I don't like it when people murder hundreds of people for their own gain. So I didn't appreciate that. Sorry. I want to ask, if you had accomplished your goal and got rid of the gods, what was your plan? Like, what were you planning to do afterwards?
There is no afterwards for me.
So you were planning to sacrifice yourself to bring about your perfect world.
Yeah, in the end, it's not about me. It's about. It is, and it isn't. Because if I can't think of a bigger fuck you to fate, personally, I can't. It's poetic justice in a way. And then everybody else beyond me is free and remains free. So it's a little bit of both, honestly.
Okay. Okay, so you weren't planning to make it out of this situation alive. That's what I was trying to find out. Which means you're doing this for somebody in particular. It's not about the world. Nobody's that generous. Nobody wants to just save the world. There's a reason.
He goes stone cold silent.
Oh, nice. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Interesting. It's definitely not your family. Dad was a bit of a coward. Doesn't feel like talking anymore. Interesting. Anybody else want to ask some interesting questions? He said he'd talk. Here's the thing. He said he was going to talk to us, and I'm saying all of this out loud while I'm scritching my little cursed dragon under its chin.
You better say
Like,
Clementine, damn it. It has a name.
No. I will call it Clemmy then. I'm not saying Clementine. But anyways, I'm just nonchalantly and I'm thinking out loud. Like this, you said you wanted us to let you go, but you're not being honest with us. I don't know. It's like honesty.
EB?
Honesty builds trust.
EB? I overheard something that might help this matter.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. The name Victoria was brought up a couple of times in conversations between this one and the master.
Interesting.
As she says that name, he goes for her.
I'm going to reach out and grab him and slam his ass into the fucking ground.
So you and Barrett both do that at the same time. So he ends up, Barrett's got him from behind the back, you've got him from the side, and you both face slam him down. Alyssa jumps back 5 feet to get out of range. He goes face down into the dirt. Not enough to make him unconscious, but he is definitely, his nose is busted for sure.
I'm gonna lean
down.
down.
Don't lay a hand on anyone in my fucking party.
I'm gonna lean down while he's face down in the dirt, and I'm gonna go, ooh, feisty.
Get off of me!
Make us.
He goes limp.
That's what I fucking thought. I just don't understand. Look, we can help each other. It's like we ruined your grand God-free plan. Whatever. Who gives a fuck? It's over with. Let it go. Okay? We can still help you.
Who knows? Maybe if you actually try and help us, we can bargain with the gods. Get you released.
I have money, man. I can go buy you a farm somewhere where nobody will ever fuck with you again. And that wasn't a threat. Okay? That was not a death threat about buying a farm. Okay? Just clarifying.
Both of you roll persuasion.
We genuinely just need you to fucking cooperate with us instead of this rebellious bullshit that you're on.
Alyssa comes up and she takes a handkerchief out of her pocket. It's old, it's torn, it's stained as shit. And she says, Nomi, lift him up.
I'm gonna pick him up.
Alyssa reaches out and she very gently cleans the blood from in front of his nose and goes, I'm sorry. She gives him the handkerchief, puts it in his bound hands, and she walks away.
Okay. So, for the sake of this situation and the fact that I'm asking for honesty, fuck my life. I'm going to have to come clean. Sit him up.
Set him up.
Barrett helps him.
I'm like, okay, I'm about to really piss you off. Or maybe not. I don't know. Fuck. Your dad didn't run away. I killed him. Little less upset than I thought he'd be.
Good fucking riddance.
Oh, thank God. Oh,
So you wanted him gone too?
I was, bro. Look, and I will say that he was sacrificed for a good cause, because he was just a shit human being, and still sorry about it, like family and all that. But I'm asking you for honesty. I can't not be honest with you. Just letting you know, I fucking killed him.
Victoria is my baby sister. She was sold to the brothel a long time ago. She is currently extremely ill and is in stasis. My deal is I give my life for hers, and the horrible shit that was done to her never happens to anyone ever again. How can your gods help that?
Right this second, they can't. But we did, or I did do something with the 2 or 3 cursed items on me, and they answered a ton of questions and even made a deal with her to get Alyssa's voice back.
And break the shackle that she had. That was
I didn't know if you wanted to tell him all that.
It's fine. I'm happy to tell him. If we're pursuing this partnership honestly, then I have to tell him everything, even if he betrays us. I'm showing that on my end, I'm being 100% honest.
That's what our gods have done for us just for this amount of time.
And do you think that they wouldn't help? I mean, they're kind of limited right now, but we're champions. We're chosen.
And if you were to go from absolutely hating and loathing them to trying to resurrect them, I'm willing to
world is
bet
your
my own
oyster.
damn soul that they'd help you out.
They'd have to. Here's the thing: you're the vessel, right, for the Jaguar goddess.
I am.
So, what happens? I'm sure they've explained everything to you. So, what happens if you go through the ritual and resurrect the Jaguar goddess? What happens to you in that sense? Because if you kill yourself to stop it, what happens to you if you make it happen?
Then I become their bodily champion here. I become
Exactly.
like their head priest or their main aspect. I become the voice, basically.
Yes. Now, if you willingly go through it, and then you actually plead and ask for their help, they can help you. Instead of trying to completely destroy them. Hell, I'm not asking you to fucking convert to being one of the faithful. I'm asking you to trust that we can help your situation.
Yeah, like you saw what happened. You've seen just a bit of the power performed on you. And you don't think that that could help in a situation where your sister's being held hostage? You think that it's better to kill hundreds of people and yourself and leave your sister alone, completely unprotected in the world after what's already happened? Make it make sense to me.
Because I was promised as part of my blood oath that she would be fully restored. My blood oath is to do this, even though it was not done by my will. At least not at first.
So you're not dead, which means you have not violated your blood oath yet. Correct?
I'm supposed to die as part of my blood oath. If I don't die within the next year, the blood oath will kill me anyway. I'm screwed either way.
Okay. I get that. So I am gonna do a thing.
Wait. So you still have till the end of the year?
About 9-ish months or so, yeah. That's why we were trying to rush this now, because my sister's... When you have somebody in stasis, they don't last very long. She doesn't have a lot of time.
Yabrana, hold on just a second. If we resurrect the goddess, and then we kill him, and then revive him right after, that fulfills his blood contract. He's released from it. So when he comes back, he is no longer bound by it.
Question. That's why I rolled this. I want to ask a question, and I did a really good roll.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna flip the gyroscope on my necklace.
The coin begins to flip and turn. Your astral self goes back to that void. It's comfortable now. The rocks and the nails are still flying past, and you can hear the two gods bickering back and forth as Mariara stops and turns its own gray eye to you and goes, "You again? That was awfully quick. What's up?"
Can you possibly break a blood oath without the other party knowing?
Damn. Breaking of a blood oath. Well, I expected that you would ask this, but I don't think that it's for yourself, is it?
It is not.
Okay.
So I explain the situation. Carlisle, his sister, he's tied to a blood oath. He has to die. If we remove his blood oath without the other party of the blood oath knowing, he can still move in concert like he's doing what he's been told to do while also violating the blood oath in the background and not die. The perfect spy. They can't suspect him because the blood oath is in place and they don't know that it's been broken.
I can transfer the blood oath to someone.
Shit.
Transfer it to me. I'm not bound by it. I'm a dragon.
Would that work?
It has to be somebody that it can stick to. If I transfer it to a dragon, it won't stick. There's nothing to stick to.
Huh.
Shit. Well, I can't send it somebody else to die to save somebody.
Are you sure about that?
I can. But I'm a true neutral. I'll give it to some fucking rando and let them die.
No, because then they'll just go around violating the blood oath and then the person will know and they'll think Carlisle is dead and then they'll kill his sister.
Better question. Better question. Who can you trust to transfer it to?
There's a couple people. But do I risk somebody else's life? Okay, hold on. Is there any way I can pause the conversation with the god and ask Carlisle some questions?
Yeah, I mean, he's in your brain. I mean, he's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah, I know. So, Carlisle, quick question. What is the exact wording of your blood oath?
The exact wording of my blood oath is in exchange for my sister's complete healing. I am to sacrifice myself to prevent the Jaguar Goddess from reforming in this world. If I do not do that of my own volition within a year, the curse will kill me anyway and basically do the same thing.
Okay.
Again,
So
What if we...
there's nothing else. Like, there's nothing else that will violate the blood oath. Not asking questions, not doing certain things. I need to know exactly
No,
what.
my role is
Okay.
just to die, which I'm very much happy to do for my sister.
That's it. Your blood oath is that you will die within a year.
That's it. The sooner the better.
Okay. Wait a minute, guys. I am thinking. Okay. My little brainy brain is turning. Okay. So if Carlisle dies, right? In quotation marks, that will immediately fulfill his blood oath, correct? Because he's dead.
Are you saying this out loud while Carlisle can talk to you?
Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. All right. So
I have a question to get you to ask the gods, or am I here with you where I can talk to him as well?
Well, you have message, so you can't hear him, but I can hear you.
Okay, ask him this. What would happen if the vessel died and then was resurrected?
We don't have any way to resurrect him right now, though.
I know, I'm saying.
Okay, so what would happen if Carlisle died and then was immediately resurrected afterwards?
If Carlisle dies and the aspects are not all together, which you have all of the aspects. All right, so if he dies with all the aspects in your possession, then it kills the Jaguar Goddess. Period.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Question. So, to transfer a blood oath, does it have to be transferred to a human being?
It has to be a sentient being that understands what it's doing. Yeah. Doesn't have to be human. There are other races, but it has to be a sentient being. It can't just be like, you can't cast it on, like, say, a magical item or a tree. It has to be something that has sentience and can agree to the transfer.
What if it's a sentient tree?
that would fulfill it. And it's got sentience.
We know about 8 of them, don't we?
Yeah.
I would suggest it be something on the same. It can't be an inferior being. I mean, it's got to be something that's got some age behind it. I wouldn't do it to like just a regular awakened tree. It's got to be something a little bit more heft. It's got to have the same level of sentience. If not,
You know it's
then
tree, right, Yabrana?
you risk doing it to an inferior sentient being. You risk blowing the whole thing up and killing your target, because that would in fact, it doesn't void the blood oath. It kind of explodes
So I'm
it.
gonna ask Carlisle another question. Okay, Carlisle. So say you died, right? Say you died, and that's the only stipulation is you have to die. That's
Correct.
it. We've checked repeatedly. That is the only stipulation.
Yeah.
Your sister as well. Is she released right away?
She's supposed to be.
Okay, so see that phrasing. So what happens if you fulfill your portion but they don't fulfill theirs and heal and release your sister?
There's no way for me to know, but the gods are dead, so her fate would be her own. Either way, I win.
I have a fucking idea. I have an idea, but we have to get to where we're going first. I need to be around more people. Okay, so if, and I'm speaking loud enough for the entire party to hear, if your blood oath could be transferred to somebody else that was willing to die, of their own volition, they've agreed to it, they're cool with it, whatever, right? Would that be acceptable to you?
So let me get this straight. You're trying to save me?
I know. Fuck, I can't believe it myself. Don't ask me why. But I get it. I don't get it, but I get it, okay? The thing is that you have obviously grown up in an extremely shitty situation.
Facts.
If I'm thinking that if we can do this, find somebody that's happy to pass on, and we have somebody in place at the brothel to get your sister and bring her somewhere safe. You work with us and we bring back the Jaguar Goddess.
Can you transfer the fact that I'll be their champion?
Yo, questione, Mariar.
Yes.
Can you transfer the championship?
If the goddess finds somebody more better, yes.
Oh God, I already know what's gonna happen. I can already see the future. I'm gonna look at Carlisle in the face and I'm like, yes, but you may not like the results. Deal? And I'll give you a choice before I ask for this favor. It'll be 2 separate favors because I rolled really well. It'll be 2 separate favors. 1, to move the curse. 2, to move the championship. We will have no choice of person for the championship. You have to understand that. It will be whoever the goddess finds favorable when she is resurrected. Understand?
I'm still trying to wrap my head around the fact that you're trying to save me.
I know, but I need consent here, fucker.
So let me get this straight. just the facts. You're going to transfer my unwilling blood oath to somebody that's willing to take it and to potentially die in my place. In return, you want me to fulfill my potential and resurrect the full Jaguar Goddess. And then you are going to request a different champion. If I agree to these terms, you agree to place somebody and get my sister the fuck out of Dodge. Is all of that correct?
100%.
I refuse to do another blood oath to seal it.
That's fine.
It'll have to be my
Just
word or
know
nothing.
I'll stab you in the fucking throat if you cross me.
I want to die. That's not a threat to me.
Ah, fuck. Okay, so I'll lightly slice your throat to where it hurts, but you don't fucking die. And I'll do it every day for 20 years.
Carlisle looks over at you, Namriel, and goes, what is this? Do you guys just go around just fucking with people for fun? That's a legitimate question to you, Namriel.
Sometimes, yes.
I agree.
Awesome. Shake on it.
Carlisle puts out his left hand.
All right. I'm going to transfer the dragon I've been holding this whole time and reach out my hand. We're going to shake on it. Now, good partnership. You wanted me to curse dragon?
No.
I hold it up to his face. It's cute.
Oh my god, this is fucking ridiculous.
Meet Clemmy. A fragment of some dragon that is cursed with misfortune.
There's a better favor I could have asked for.
That's a very, very nice curse dragon. Thank you. Can I be unbound now?
Yes. You will be traveling with us for a bit. We won't keep you forever, but in order to fulfill my portion of what I have promised you, you must go with us to meet the parents.
What?
Oh yeah, you're coming with us.
It's either that or torture for the next 20 years. So take your pick.
That is pretty barbaric torture what I threatened him with. Oh, hey, this is pretty fucked up. Sorry about it.
Carlisle gets up, shakes off his bonds, looks at his wrists, and nods. He goes over away from everybody else, is still within line of sight. And he sits down and plops himself down and just sits and just kind of stares off into the distance. Barrett looks at you, Ubrana, and goes, that is a dangerous game you're playing.
Oh yeah, I know. It is.
Namriel, that was some
Heavy.
quick thinking too. All right, I am way too tired for this shit. Who's got first shift?
Not it.
I'll take it.
All right, everybody, let's just assume that I get tents out because I have my tents and I'm just too lazy to put them out right now.
That's fine.
Everybody has tents out. Everybody goes down for sleep. Namriel, you are first watch. Lucy is second watch, and Cruzco is third watch. Would you like
Isn't
to?
he blind?
Partially, yeah.
Okay. Just wondering. I'm gonna give Clemmy back to Czar.
Oh, my little Clementine. Give me. She
And I'm
takes.
gonna take my rat.
Nicodemus scurries up and gets on your left cheek, and he stares at you for a minute, and he pats the top of your head twice, just a little pat pat.
Good job. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate somebody telling me good job because I just hope, like, and I'm gonna lay out my plan. This is like Namriel, everybody, Namriel and Barrett, and I'm like, okay, here's my plan, guys. Okay. Well, I don't care if Carlisle can over here. I know we're going to sleep. So let's just assume we all went in Barrett's tent. Okay. I'm like,
What?
I'm gonna let you sleep in a minute.
Okay.
My plan is to speak to Zara's parents. They're obviously extremely capable fighters. And we're going to see if they can get somebody in place in the brothel to rescue his sister. Okay?
Hey, hold on a second. What am I, chopped liver? I am House Falkreath.
Yes, you're staying back.
Yes, but you act like I don't have a way of contacting my mother. I can have somebody.
Here's the thing, Barrett. I don't know if I trust your mom.
I trust my mom. How much do you trust me?
I trust you. Damn it.
Will you let
Depends.
me sit?
The number's still on the table.
Fuck you. Can I send?
And it with love, buddy.
Can I send the message?
Yes. I know this is a really weird sentence that I'm gonna say. Because we're gonna have to go talk to Carlisle because we need to know exactly what his sister looks like. I need you to be as descriptive, but as vague as possible.
Explain.
Okay, I need you to be descriptive about what we need done, but vague as to the reasons why.
That I can do.
Okay, perfect. So go talk to Carlisle, find out exactly what his sister looks like as best as he knows, so that we don't get fucking tricked and grab the wrong sister. And then I will talk to Czar's parents to see if they know anybody that is willing, because I spoke loud enough that nobody in my party spoke up. That would be willing to take on a curse and let us kill them. Yay.
Before Barrett leaves, he goes, that might be a conversation that you need to ask somebody instead of vaguely question the group at large.
Well, I was hoping somebody would hear and then volunteer. High hopes, okay? How old's the grandma? I didn't say that out loud. I did not say that out loud. I'm sorry.
Lorna is on up there. She's in her early 80s.
Oh, sweet. She might want to die.
Again, are you saying this shit out loud?
No, I am thinking it.
Okay.
Okay, who are we nominating to take the blood oath?
We're not nominating anybody.
All right, so hold on.
Everybody's gonna sleep on this, okay? We're not asking anybody about sacrifices tonight. How's that sound?
I call bullshit.
I'm taking a fucking nap, and I'm laying right down in Barrett's tent.
She just stole your tent, my man. You ain't gonna do nothing about that?
Are you kidding me? Hey, if you want to move her, you're more than welcome to. I'll just find another tent.
I'm out of spell slots, so that's not an option.
You need a spell slot to see a tent?
No, I'm out of spell slots to move her where I don't have to fucking touch her. You heard what she threatened him with.
Hey, that you risk your life at your own peril there, bud. I'm not helping.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna slowly walk out of here.
All right, Namriel, I want you to do me a d20 roll for your night watch, please.
Oh shit. Did I just like fall off the cliff and die?
No, no, you don't fall off the cliff and die. However, you have one of the most nerve-wracking watches that you've ever had. Every creak, every groan, every bit of windswept sound is just ratcheting your nerves higher and higher and higher. Roll me
You
a.
know what? Finish that sentence.
I need you to roll me a 1d10 for psychic damage.
Damn.
2 psychic damage.
And you have a migraine.
Oh, fun. I want to add more stakes to it, though. I'm going to roll another d20. You fine with that?
Yeah, fine. What are you rolling for?
Just to see if anything else happens.
Sure.
That was a 14.
Your headache gets worse.
Fair enough.
Okay. I'll roll for the other watches when we get back. For just a second, I've got to go take a quick restroom break, and I'll be right back.
Okay,
Ignore the cats if they get mouthy. They're not hungry. They're
That's
just being
fine.
brats.
They'll live.
No, she said that not real got a headache, and now I have a headache in real life. It's some comedic ass timing, bro.
Can you hear me, Jelly Bean?
Yup. What's up?
Okay. I was reconnecting to the call on my computer.
Okay. So, I don't know if I've done a good thing or a bad thing. I like to think it's a good thing, but I guarantee you Laura's snaky, sneaky ass is going to make his sister the champion.
Probably.
And it's funny because I know she's going to go back and watch this later.
And be like, hey, that's a really good idea. Just fuck his family over and
time.
She's a sneaky McSneak.
Okay, so the other night watches for everybody else. So that will be for, I believe I said Lucy and Cruzco, right?
Yep.
Lucy does not fare any better than Namriel. He also gets a headache for being in the area, and neither does Cruzco, who trips and falls and gets banged up just a little bit. It was not a peaceful night. However, it's also not a restful night. You guys take a half rest instead of a whole rest, just because of all the damn shit. It was not a peaceful rest.
I bet.
So you guys plan accordingly. It is now the next morning. Surprisingly, Barrett and Carlisle are still talking.
Sweet. Let's feed the pets.
Wonderful. So Word the bird is hungry. What would you guys like to feed Word the bird?
Let me do this. Hold on. Can I tell what he wants?
Yeah, so you got a lot of rations. A lot of them are prepared soup stocks and meats. Either one of those cooked over a fire would be perfectly adequate. He is growing. So instead of the size of like just a single palm, he's on like a palm and a half. And the feathers are beginning to fluff.
Cutie magootie.
Yeah, gray with the blue streak.
Keep in mind, that you have the bird on you. And I guess I'll heat him up some of the meat rations.
Okay. And Clementine is a dragon and can eat anything a dragon can eat, but they do prefer raw meat.
I don't know if we have any raw meat. I guess I'll give him a meat ration too, and I will take Nicodemus and put him in my bag and let him forage around for whatever he wants.
You don't have to do that. Alyssa's already been sharing her breakfast with him.
Okay, perfect. Everybody eat and let's
Discord
have
had
a
me
little
muted this
meeting.
whole time.
Sorry about that. Are you okay?
Yeah.
All right, you guys pack
And
up. Everybody has been fed. Carlisle is now a actual member of your party.
sweet. Before we head out, I know a lot of heavy shit went down yesterday, guys. We're okay. I would like to ask if anybody is willing to take on Carlisle's blood oath and die in his place.
Of all the people you would not have expected to step up, Alyssa does.
No, not happening. Not happening. No, ma'am. We will find somebody else.
But
Sit your ass back down. It ain't gonna be you.
Ricky and Lucy are both flanked on either side of her. Evidently, they kind of expected it, so they come and they start whispering furiously, each in an ear. As Alyssa just doesn't understand, and she's like emphatic that she would like to, and they physically take her and they drag her away. Hold on, Ebron, accidentally got your tile in there. And they are like furiously talking to her, but they're not being mean about it. They're just having a very serious discussion.
After their discussion, I would like if they would talk to me separately. I'll try and get them. Remind me if I forget to explain why she thinks she would need to do that. I have a feeling maybe she knows Victoria, but didn't know that was Victoria.
Is that what your perception is for?
Yeah.
You get that feeling, yeah. There may be guilt or something else behind that. It may be the fact that she brought it up in the first place, and she may feel responsible for it.
Not happening though. I will fucking take his blood oath myself before she does.
Zara looks at you and goes, "Hey, I love you guys, but my dad would literally kill me." Your three
No, I get it.
your three sycophants all walk up and all kneel at the same time. Now, let me remind you guys what's going on with these three. They are true converts to your gods, plural. Even though they cannot mention Mariar's name, they feel his presence. And even though they can speak Atrium, they feel his presence as well. They are true converts and will do whatever you tell them to. Keep that in mind before you make your decisions.
Well, I'm going to kneel down because they're kneeled down, and I'm like, I can't tell you to do this. I am asking if anyone would prefer to, but I need solid reasoning.
Who you ask first?
I'm going to ask Crusoe first.
I obey the will of the gods. If you need the sacrifice, so be it.
And I ask, what's his name?
Lucas?
Yeah, Lucas, that's it.
Lucas says the same thing, but he's way more hesitant about it.
Okay, he's definitely out. And then I ask Lorna.
Lorna says the same answer, the same exact way.
Okay, I'm going to ask a question. It's like, Lucas, if Lorna were to agree, how would that affect you?
That's my grandmother. That's the only living relative I have. I would much rather me take it before her, but I don't want to take it either. I believe in the gods, and I will do whatever the gods require of me, but I don't want to do this. I will if asked, but I don't want it. And I don't want it for my grandmother either.
Okay, that's fine. This is what I am asking for a volunteer. I will never tell anybody to do this. So far, Cruisco, you're the front runner, buddy, but you're going to have to give me a much better explanation other than I trust in the gods. Okay? I'm watching you. Let's pack up and move out. We will discuss this again.
All right, everybody gets packed up. Cruisco says, at your leisure, my lady. And you guys all pack up. Do you want an answer now, or would you? Okay, fantastic. We go to the next map. You guys, please make sure that you transfer over your level 20 characters, and you guys are going to be in that bottom left-hand corner down there with the rest of your party. Yabrana, do you need help getting your token out again?
Yes, please.
All right, help me make sure that you can move it.
Thank you.
All right. Namriel, you can move your token?
I dragged it out there myself, so I should be able to. And it says my character sheet isn't linked to my token for some reason. What the fuck?
I don't know what I've done. I'm so sorry if that was me. All right, so we're going to get to describing the new map. As you guys come up, you guys notice that there is a humongous tree in the center. However, it has been cut near the base. This cut happened, you don't know how long ago, but it's an old cut. The edges are gray with time. It looks like this happened a while ago. There's no way you could tell without looking a little bit further. The path in front of you, this area is lush. The growth here is vibrant. It smells different. It tastes different. There are cliffs, and in the cliffs you can see vines that are tree roots connecting edge to edge. There is a fog that is rising from the bottom that is coming up, bringing the smell of earth and growing things. Yabrana, you get to the front, and as you guys come close to the clearing in front of where the roots are, you see two people that are very familiar to you, as your mother is brandishing a war axe almost as twice as big as she is. Your father is wielding a book of some sort. You know it to be his spell book, as Aramazes, Singblade, and a cloaked figure are all ready to do battle. Yabrana, you need to stop right there. As you go over the roots, they retract, causing you to fall. You have time enough to take one person with you. Who do you take?
Oh, obviously he's right next to me. I'm grabbing a hold of Namriel.
I can fly people to and from.
Not in this instance, you cannot. Your wings do not work and you plummet.
What the fuck?
So, let me do this again. 1 and 2.
That guy, lady, are those boobs? Looks really mean.
That does not look fun. No metagaming.
You guys fall. As you do, you can hear your party hollering from you from the top, and then you can hear a screech as your mother's blood-curdling war cry follows your descent down. Namriel, you try to expand your wings, however, some force is preventing you from doing so as you fall with Yabrana. You guys land, surprisingly, very gently.
Motherfucker!
As you are now in a cavern. You can hear your party holler before the top begins to cover over in roots. No one else is able to come down with you. Yabrana, you do have Nicodemus. Namriel, you do have Word the Bird. The board is yours.
Fuck.
Does magic still work down here?
You can try.
Dimension door.
It works. Where would you like to go?
That area right from where we fell down. Just on the side that not our party was on, but where everyone else was. Because I saw it, I can recreate the visual.
Okay. Done.
Come on, Yabrana, let's go.
All right, please move your token, Namriel, to where you want it to be.
Thank the gods for magic.
Yabrana, your mother, Citrine, and your father, Otto, are here. And you can hear the arguments begin. Your mother is emphatically stating that she would like her grandchild, please. Mazes and Singblade are denying entry to get to their grandchild because they cannot describe their grandchild. Citrine and Otto are very, very adamant that these people have kidnapped their grandchild and they are on a rescue mission.
He's not even here.
You can hear
Didn't
it.
we leave him in the town with John?
No. An agreement for sending Yar with you. You were to leave the ones that you can in their keeping.
I remember. It was a mutually agreed upon hostage exchange. I probably shouldn't have termed it that way.
Your mom is rushing towards Slingblade and Aramazes. Your dad is beginning to do battle with the mage in the back, which you know as Lucas. That is Yar's oldest brother.
I'm gonna step out in the middle and say, how about we all just tone it down a little bit?
Namriel. Oh no. Okay, so you were in the middle of a lightning strike, a lightning bolt. You just walked into it.
Hey, counterspell 5th level.
That will do it. Yeah, it was cast
Can
at level.
I grab both of my parents by the back of the collar while he's counterspelling?
Counterspell 5th level.
Yes, you can. You brought a strength check.
Two seconds.
That is considered a sneak attack. It absolutely works, and you grab both your mother and your father by the scruff of their neck. What do you say? What do you do?
What are you doing?
Yabrana, darling, I'm so glad to see you. We are trying to get our grandchild, and these ruffians won't let us by. You must help us.
Mom, these ruffians are on our side.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yes. They're our allies.
And yet your scent led us here. Our grandchild is here, and you were not here. Explain. Now.
Because I had other stuff to do, Mom. I had other stuff to do. There were things that I had to take care of. I can't drag a child around into dangerous situations more than I already have, okay?
And why not? We took you on all of our adventures.
And look how I turned out.
A strong, independent woman, yes. I see no problem with this.
Can we? Is there any tea? I think I need a cup of tea.
Singblade begins to belly laugh as he just doubles over. Aramazes puts his hand to his face and begins to rub his temples. No, I'm sorry. I don't have any tea at the moment, and unfortunately, I cannot let you pass because, as you can see behind me, as you look, the entryway into the tree is blocked with roots. I have no control over that, and until we get the situation resolved, neither I nor you can pass to get tea.
Okay. I'm gonna look at both my parents and be like, look, you're being really aggressive right now, and I need you to tone it down. These are friends. Friends. We have their daughter with us. She's okay.
For the moment.
And we have an entire party of people that have been traveling to get here for a very long time. And I have very important things to do. So I need both of you to chill the fuck out.
And we will do so as soon as we see our grandchild.
And you can after you calm down. I'm telling you right now, Vivi is safe. There's a reason why they are here. I need you to put away your weapons.
Your dad looks absolutely
Now.
Crestfallen. He looks so disappointed as he goes, but I didn't even get to, it got kept.
Now.
Would you like to roll a persuasion or an intimidation on that one, Wicked?
I think I'm gonna do an intimidation because I'm pissed off.
I will allow that with advantage. Your dad.
Holy shit.
Your dad.
Good one.
Your dad sheepishly takes his spell book and quietly closes it and tucks it away as he stares down at his scruffed, worn boots and kind of like scuffs the floor. Your mom takes her axe and places it point down and leans her arm against the top of the hilt, right there at the base of it where the pommel is. And you could tell that she's been traveling because it has, at the base of her axe, it has a little pillow. Roll a history check for me. That's the little pillow that you embroidered for her when you were very small. It has a picture of a rock bunny on it that you embroidered the one time you tried to embroider something. It does not actually look like a bunny. It looks more like a blue blob.
Nice.
But she has attached it to the bottom of the pommel of her axe as she rests her elbow against it. Okay, what's so important that you had to send our grandchild with people other than us?
Avoiding murder.
Excuse me?
Yes, we shall explain everything. But right now, all of us are tired. Could you guys put away your weapons too? My parents are no longer a threat.
Singblade and I said the wrong name on that guy. I'll have to look at his tag. What did I name you? Generic token. No, you are not a generic token. You have a name.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Because it sounds like he doesn't.
Sounds like his name is Jen now.
Shut up. Motherfucker. Where is my... Oh, no, I didn't name him. It's just elder brother. Okay.
Okay.
He's already put down his staff. Singblade is over here and they're talking. Aramazes has moved forward right behind you, Namriel, His sword is now up. He takes his hand and he places it on your shoulder and he goes, are we expecting any more company?
We have our party back over there, you know, before we fell through the vines.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
I have no control over the tree in this area. I am just a resident. I have no control over Elder Knight. He
Also, I
protects.
sensed some weird bullshittery going on down there, so we might want to investigate that as to why the doors aren't opening.
What? What do you mean?
I I couldn't tell exactly what was going on because I was focused on stopping y'all from throwing hands up here. I sensed something when I fell down there.
Then we are under attack.
Potentially.
Shit.
Now, would we rather run our mouths and potentially let whatever's down there happen and we all die, or should we all go down there and sort it out?
Can we please go inside and rest for a few minutes?
The thing is shut. We can't get in.
Well, I thought maybe if we were less than aggressive, that it might open, but okay.
If you guys saw something down there that's not supposed to be down there, then that means we are under attack, and that's the reason why the doors have shut.
Well, I guess everybody's taking a trip below.
Oh, good. Does that mean we actually have some combat?
Yes, just on creatures, maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
Let's check it out.
Let's all
tired,
hop
guys.
up on the vines and let's go.
How do we all get down together at the same time? Because we fell through and nobody else was able to get through.
We all step onto the vines at the same time?
Should we
Or
leave
we
some
all just...
people up here?
Stingblade goes, in for a penny, in for a pound. He jumps off.
I follow suit.
Okay. All right, everybody that wants to come fight, let's just jump.
All right, you guys. So Stingblade is with you guys. Yabrana, who would you like to take? That does include your mother and father.
I'll take them. I want to see what they're capable of.
Do I get a pick or is Singblade my pick?
No, Marielle, you get a pick.
I would say he gets 2 picks because I got mother and father.
She has a point.
Now, Marielle, pick 2.
Barrett, Ricky.
And I shout as I'm falling down, I trust you not to run away, Carlisle.
Someone keep an eye on him.
Good luck with that. All right, let me get our other tokens. You guys never do
Okay.
that. All right.
Sorry. They were fighting up here and I was like, you know, I don't
Hey.
think we should leave this as it is. So I
I'm just
teleported
happy
us up.
we got some allies because I didn't
Yeah.
mean to see what was going on up there, but it did not look good.
Yeah. Sorry for metagaming a little bit. That just didn't look fun.
Who am I to judge how you guys play? If you guys want to metagame a little bit, as long as it doesn't affect my story, I'm absolutely fine. And in the end, it's not even my story, it's yours.
No. I was just using what I saw to say, hey, I felt something down there. Maybe we should look at it.
And that's perfectly acceptable. No problem with it.
It's not damaging anything.
You guys slowly sink back to the bottom as you come back. You notice that this cavern is full of old bones. It looks like this is the beginnings of the tree roots of the great tree that you saw beneath. These roots are massive. 20, 30, 40 feet long, 15, 20 feet wide. Some areas it will completely obscure your path. There are bones. Other than that, it's dirt, glowing mushrooms, and that's all you can see. The scent in here is that of deep, rich earth, except there's a very sulfur smell going on too that doesn't seem quite to fit.
Can I
Demons.
take off my shoes?
Of course you can. That's a free action. Go for it.
Okay, I'm taking off my shoes.
All right, would you like to use
What? I can feel things through my feet. Don't look at me like that, fucker. Yeah, he's over there looking at me all weird.
No,
Just
absolutely.
play your video games.
You brought it. You take off your feet. It has been more than 24 hours
I
since
hope
you.
I didn't take off my feet.
Your shoes. You take off your shoes. It's been more than 24 hours since you last used your Earth Speak ability, which is your native ability being a dwarf and a druid. What would you like to do?
I want to check out the scene.
Okay, so you use your Earth Speak ability, and you get a very clear, precise voice in your head. Numriel, is your message still connected?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I
This
think we agreed to keep it active unless we purposefully say it is not active.
this voice transcends your message. So anybody
Oh
connected
shit.
to you gets in the loop. Surprisingly, it's you, Dumbriel, and Nicodemus.
Well, of course he did.
You hear a very
Fucking
stately, almost, it's a slow timbre. Like they have to really think about the words that they're saying. But it's a very stately voice. Almost kind of think of like a really old English butler. And I can't do an English accent, but that's how I want you guys to think of the voice that's about to say. Well, good. Very, very, very good. It seems we're being invaded. Can you help with that?
I
We
guess
can
that's
try.
what we're here for.
Wonderful. This is my, shall we say, bastion of last defense. This is kind of like my interior shelter, so to speak. The doors are locked, but the entities trying to get in are dangerous. I smell, feel fire. Not good for me. Not good for me. You, however, you might be able to defeat this foe. I feel winged foes. Stop them from breaking through my defenses, and I shall allow you entry.
Done.
Be careful, though, not to hurt me overly much. I am very sensitive at my roots.
All right, nobody touch the roots.
Nobody even dinged the roots.
Thank you.
See what I mean, though, Singblade? It's you can smell it.
Well, I smell something. It smells like a tasty, tasty battle to me. Did I ever tell you guys about the time that I fought in a civil war? Bodies everywhere, man. It was delightful. I saw one guy cleave from nuts to temple. It was great. A fantastic blow. The squelching noise, not so much, but just the artistry of it was very good.
Less talking, more walking.
Yup. You can talk all about that after we get rid of our problem here.
Nariel, come back, please.
To where?
To back before
Here?
the barricade. Uh-huh. Back more. Back more.
There you go.
All right, so you guys come across an area that has been boarded up. It looks like there's a route that is above and beyond. However, there's not enough room to squeak by, even though the boards are loose. You should be able to possibly knock it down, maybe remove them even. But as it stands right now, you cannot pass that way. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna snatch the boards off.
You go to remove a board. Nothing happens. There are 3 more boards remaining.
I'm gonna try the other 3.
You remove them easily. It looks like the root had maybe knocked the wood aside. The path is now clear.
Cool.
Sweet.
You come to the other area. You notice that there is a locked door. It is also made of wood, but there are no roots around this one.
Can
You know how to
I
pick
see the
lock?
lock?
Yes, you can.
Give it a good old pick. Really
Ah,
take my time with it. So,
so you never gave your Brana back her thieves' tools?
I kind of just took them.
A 7's not good enough.
Okay, I'll give it another go. See if it's any better this time.
That'll work. That's a 21. The door swings outward.
Alright.
What is that?
Yeah, what,
What is that? Why did that
what
just
the
go up?
fuck is that?
Wow.
As soon as you open the door, all the creatures in the area become hostile. And everybody roll initiative.
Okay, well, I've already got my first spell lined up. They're within 120 feet of me.
Right. Let's make sure that I did all
Oh,
that
that's...
correct.
Oh. Oh. Okay, well... I might be boned.
All right. So the big glowing monster in the center that's trying to break down the door notices you guys come in. So let's remind you guys what your party can and cannot do. Your party is capable of movement, attacks, and they cannot do more than one action at a time. If you order them to attack, they will go and attack, and they cannot get out of the way after they're done. It's got to move, attack, move. You are both in charge of all of your companions. That means that
Awesome.
you Brana, you have your parents. Namriel, you have Barrett and Ricky. Brana, your parents are two entities. Your
Yep.
mom is a warrior, a dwarven fighter, war cleric. Your father is a sorcerer, just straight sorcerer, nothing else.
Okay.
But they's pretty decent. Did I close out my sentinel? Did not mean to close out my sentinel.
Everybody try not to use fire. Fire around roots bad.
I don't think fire is gonna work on this thing anyway.
Good.
Look at it.
All right. The being begins to move. It doesn't speak, but it moves. Namriel, you're the only one that opened the door, so you're the only one that it can see at the moment. It uses burning hammer. Does a 9 hit?
No.
All right, it takes a swing at you and it absolutely misses. I guess the door is giving you adequate cover. It cast Fire Aura. And you take 1d10 fire damage, sir.
I take 4 fire damage. Resistant to fire and radiant.
Yep. All right, Namriel, your turn.
All right. Wall of Fire at 5th level, transmuted spell changing fire to cold. That should, I'd assume, since you see fire coming off of that thing, it would deal double. Since it would be weak to cold and water based stuff, yeah?
Get. Hey, how long are we playing today? I have to work tomorrow.
Let's do the first round of combat, and then we'll call it, because this combat's going to take some time. Unless you guys
Okay.
want to call it now, and we start it up with Namriel's turn next time, or we do the damage roll for this, and then we break. So, Namriel, that is correct. It is a fire entity, so then that means its opposite would be cold. It should be susceptible to that. I'm not seeing it, though, because usually it'll say the weaknesses on his tab, and it doesn't say that, but it makes no sense for them not to be. So we're going to call that double damage, but they still have to make the
36.
throw. All right, so what's the...
16. Dex save.
All right, so let's roll it. They failed it.
Fail. 36 damage. Are we going to keep magic if we break and come back for this?
Yes, because this is considered the same. This is a unique situation because we've never broken in combat before. So absolutely, we're going to keep magic when we come back.
Okay.
All right.
I cannot play next Sunday because I have a team dinner.
What about next Saturday?
I'd have to check my schedule. I'm just letting you know, Sunday is a non-starter.
Yeah, and then I know
Alright.
I'm off Saturday and Sunday, and I don't mind switching a Rimworld day for a D&D day if Saturday's an option. So
yeah, I'm
we'll
off
see about it.
Thursday through Sunday next week, so...
How'd you manage to get that?
One of those days. Ugh.
You-
And I'll let you know.
Thoughts, comments, criticisms, concerns, complaints about tonight's session?
Nope.
No, I had fun.
It was extremely enjoyable. It sucks, but I gotta start winding down for bed.
Yeah, no,
I didn't realize how late it was.
I get it.
Yeah, no, I completely
I get it.
understand. I had a lot of fun. The fluffing comment fucking killed me, and that totally deserved a DM inspiration. And I'll ask you later, Yabrana, what was your goal in holding Clementine while you were interrogating?
I honestly don't know. I didn't know if maybe he would react or ask questions. It was just
So what I was
to kind of keep me a little calm because I wasn't gonna like throw shit if I'm holding a little baby dragon.
So what I was thinking like Inspector Gadget, the bad guy holding the cat while he's sitting in the chair. That's the whole.
Kind of a little like intimidating and evil. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the whole
little bit.
the whole like brain thing I had going in my head. I'm like, okay, so she's just flexing. That's exactly what that is. Just a big
pretty
flex.
much. It was 100% a flex. 100%. I just honestly expected him to ask questions, and when he didn't, of course I had to introduce them.
It's just that is just beyond great. I had a lot of fun tonight. I've been looking forward to having that set up with Yabrana's parents here because I dropped the hint after they had contacted you at the first of the new moon. I dropped the hint that they were on their way or they might be on their way. And since Namriel had kind of contact with his like pseudo like dragon kind of mentoree, adoptee, you know, I kind of figured that'd be a good time to pull your backstory into this a little bit more as well.
Well, you know, I'm not good at the subtleties.
Which I vastly lament. Because my
Talk
entire
about it.
game is built around subtle clues that you guys just fucking walk over. But it's okay.
Womp womp.
Fuck you.
I'm gonna fucking regret that next
Fuck
week.
you. All right. So this is where we're going to end it, guys. I love you all very, very much. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us for some D&D tonight. Tomorrow we may have a surprise stream, maybe Guild Wars, maybe RimWorld, whatever I'm feeling. I may not feel it at all, and I may get some rest. That's also a possibility. Your girl be tired. But on that note, we're going to see you next time. Everybody say good night.
Good night.
Night.
Love you. Bye. See you later.